Good morning to you. The streak lives on. The Gators chomp up the football Cats for the 29th straight time. Saturday night's loss, the first for Kentucky this year. Meanwhile, Florida moves to 3-0. The Wildcats defense only allows 245 yards in the game at just 14 points. Kentucky in the game all 4 quarters. The problem, though, the Wildcats score 0 touchdowns because UK's offensive line let way too many guys through.
Yeah, I mean there were some issues. You know, we knew that going into the game and watching them rush and we can't afford to take those negative plays and get behind the chains, just like we saw last week with our own penalties, but this week with sacks or negative yardage plays, run the ball or getting sacked, get behind the chains. We're in a world of hurt against a good football team, and so we can't do that. We got to be a little bit smarter in how we protect and take our shots. You know, we did that. We hit the one late. You know, we couldn't get it in the end zone.
A deeper look into Kentucky's loss on Saturday night, fairly even except for the sacks. Toe sacks 6 times for a total loss of 50 yards. The Cats get 2 sacks on the night. Gators only lose 8 yards on those. Total offense separated by just 4 yards, 245 to 241. Time of possession pretty even. Florida had more penalties, but again, every time Kentucky had a shot at a touchdown, Florida had the answer to stop them, mainly via the sack. Kentucky stays at home, game 2 of this 4-game homestand at Commonwealth Stadium. Stoops troops will play number 25 Missouri this coming Saturday. The football Cats actually open as a 2.5-point favorite. The Tigers barely beat Connecticut Saturday 9-6 at home. Kentucky and Mizzou set for a 7:30 kickoff, and the SEC Network will have the game. Well, the new AP Top 25 poll is out. You see Missouri drops down to 22-25 after barely beating UConn, but the Southeastern Conference isn't the main headline this week. It's actually the Big Ten Conference. And these guys, yeah, they stay number 1. Ohio State's number 1, and at number 2, it's the Michigan State Spartans. Last time the Big Ten held the top 2 spots in the AP poll was November 2006, when Ohio State and Michigan went into their annual rivalry game as number 1 and number 2 respectively. Ole Miss makes the biggest jump this week. The Rebels now at 3 after their win over Alabama. TCU and Baylor round out the top 5, and then it goes Notre Dame, Georgia, LSU. The Tigers got a first-place vote, as you see right there. UCLA and Florida State. 6 SEC teams in total in the poll this week. Home opener in Cincinnati on Sunday. The Bengals hosting the Chargers. San Diego quarterback Phillip Rivers coming into the game 1 touchdown pass shy of breaking the record for all-time touchdown passes in franchise history. Rivers tied with Dan Fouts with 254 TD passes. We start the game, though, with the other quarterback, Andy Dalton, in the first quarter. A.J. Green. Goodness. Fantastic catch. 7-0 Bengals after that 16-yard TD strike. Later, now a 7-3 game. Rivers is sacked by Wallace Gilberry. The ball comes out. That's a fumble, and that's Cincinnati's football. Second quarter, Dalton to the air again. Different target this time, Marvin Jones. 45-yard touchdown pass by Dalton. Bengals led 14-6 at the break. Second half, third quarter, Rivers finds Stevie Johnson, the former Kentucky Wildcat. 10-yard touchdown, 255th touchdown pass for Rivers. He ends up breaking the record. Fourth quarter, 4-point game. Dalton to another target. A different one again. Tyler Eifert. Andy Dalton, 16 of 26. 214 yards, 3 touchdowns. Very efficient. The Bengals are 2-0, 24-19 over the Chargers. Johnny Manziel, the Browns, hosting the Titans. First official start for Johnny football in the season. First quarter on his first pass attempt. Travis Benjamin, 60-yard hookup. Browns up 7-0. Go to the second quarter now. Browns up 14-0. Benjamin on a punt return this time. Bye. Giddy up. Peace out. 78-yard touchdown return. Third TD of the season for Benjamin. 21-0 at the break. Fourth quarter. How about touchdown number 4 in the season? Manziel rolls out and finds his main man. Got him again. Benjamin, 50-yard touchdown pass, 3 catches, 115 yards for Benjamin. Johnny football, 8 of 15, 172 yards, 2 touchdowns. The Browns, they win by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. Let's go to Minnesota. Lions at Vikings. Former Louisville Cardinal Teddy Bridgewater touchdown pass to Kyle Rudolph. 7-0 Vikings. Second quarter, same score. Bridgewater on the play fake. This is on a 4th and goal. And on the bootleg, Bridgewater walks right on in. Later, Bridgewater fakes the handoff. Oh, he's almost sacked. Flips it, though, over to Adrian Peterson. And here we go. AP. He had a total of 192 yards of total offense on the day by himself. Bridgewater goes for 14 of 18 for 153 yards, and Minnesota wins 26-16. Now to the high school football game. 2 WYMT Appalachian Wireless games of the week this coming weekend. We start with a high school football game. That's on Friday night. Prestonsburg hosts Shelby Valley. Last time the two met was last year in the Class 2A playoffs, where the Wildcats came out on top 20-14. 7:30 kickoff for Peaburg and Valley. Meanwhile, a 7 o'clock kickoff for our college game, the Brass Lantern game on Saturday. Union goes to Cumberland. Both of these games can be seen live on this TV and WYMT.com. Also want to mention Kentucky defeats Louisville in volleyball yesterday, 3-1. We'll have those highlights in the next half hour. That's First Look at Sports this morning. Enjoy your morning.